So let's talk about something that drives every advertiser crazy, a problem that just silently bleeds your budget dry: click fraud. And in the next few minutes, we're going to cover exactly how to put a stop to it.
You know the feeling, right? It's Monday. You launch a brand new campaign, you're feeling good about it. But then you check in on Friday, and poof, the entire budget is just gone. And the kicker? Not a single sale to show for it.
So what happened, right? I mean, where did all that money actually go? Well, the culprit is almost certainly click fraud. It's a really simple but incredibly destructive problem. You've got invalid traffic from bots and other bad actors just hammering your ads. And it doesn't just torch your budget, it completely messes up your data, which makes it impossible to figure out what's really working. But here's the good news. You are not helpless here. This is not a problem without a solution. So let's get straight into what you can actually do to fight back starting today.
All right, first up, we've got Layer 1, the manual fixes. This is all the stuff you can do right now for free inside your ad accounts. Think of it as your first line of defense.
Okay, here's your checklist. First, IP exclusions. If you see a weird IP address sending you a bunch of clicks and zero conversions, block it. Done. 2. Geo-targeting. If you don't sell products in, say, Lithuania, then stop showing your ads there. It's that simple. 3. Day parting. A lot of fraud happens overnight. If your customers are only buying from 9 to 5, why are you running ads at 3 a.m.? 4. Negative keywords. Use them to block all those junk searches that only attract bots. And finally, number 5, placement exclusions. You gotta keep your display ads off those junky, low-quality websites.
Look, I gotta be blunt here. These 5 steps are the absolute bare minimum. They are free, and you should be doing all of them, period. But let's be crystal clear. This is the floor, not the ceiling. It's a start, but it's not going to stop the more sophisticated fraud all by itself.
Okay, on to Layer 2, smarter campaign setup. Now we're talking about building a really strong defense right into the way you structure your campaigns from the very beginning.
So how do we do that? Well, first off, always start narrow. Launch with really tight targeting and only start to expand once you're confident the traffic is clean. Second, and this one's a big one, it's non-negotiable. You have to track conversions. It's the only way you'll ever spot a tidal wave of clicks that leads to nothing. Third, separate your campaigns. Display ads are way riskier than search, so give them their own budget so you can watch them like a hawk. Fourth, cap your daily budget. Seriously, think of it like a safety switch to prevent a fraud spike from wiping you out. And finally, it's just a little toggle switch, but you have to make sure those built-in invalid traffic filters in Google and Bing are actually turned on.
All right, that brings us to Layer 3, proactive monitoring. Once your campaigns are set up the right way, you need to get into the habit of looking for trouble before it spirals out of control.
Okay, you see this? This chart is the biggest, brightest red flag in all of advertising. If you see a campaign that has an amazing, super high click-through rate, but the conversion rate is stuck at 0, that is not a sign of a great ad. That is a massive, screaming alarm bell for click fraud. Just remember, real customers convert. Bots don't.
So, every single week, you need to be a bit of a detective. Dive into your geographic reports. Are you getting a ton of clicks from a country where you have exactly 0 customers? That's a bad sign. Check your device mix. Is like 90% of your traffic all of a sudden coming from one random type of phone? Super suspicious. And of course, look at the time of day. A giant, unnatural surge of clicks at 3 in the morning is a classic sign of a bot attack.
You know, at the end of the day, you gotta trust your gut. After you've been doing this for a while, you just get a feel for the numbers. And if you're looking at your dashboard and something just feels wrong, well, it probably is.
Okay, so you've done all the manual stuff, you're keeping a close eye on your data, but that only gets you part of the way there. That leads us to our final layer of defense, Layer 4, which is knowing when it's time to automate your protection with a dedicated tool. So what does a tool actually do that you can't handle on your own? Well, a few crucial things. First, and this is the big one, is real-time blocking. It can spot and block a fraudulent click the instant it happens. It also uses advanced stuff like device fingerprinting to catch the bad guys even if they keep changing their IP address. On top of that, it automates the whole painful process of asking for refunds and puts all your data in one clean dashboard.
So, how do you know when it's time to pull the trigger on a tool? It's simple, really. It's just math. Take a look at your monthly ad spend and make a conservative guess at how much you're losing to fraud. If the tool costs less than what it's going to save you, it's an easy decision. Just do the math.
All right, let's say you've done the math and a tool makes sense. But which one?
The market's pretty noisy, right? So here's a quick 5-point checklist to help you cut through that noise and make a really good call.
Okay, here's your checklist. Number 1, does it integrate properly with Google and Microsoft ads? That's a must. 2, is it transparent about how it detects fraud, or is it just some mysterious black box? You want transparency. 3, does it automate the refund process for you? Because that will save you so many headaches. 4, is the pricing right for your level of ad spend? And finally, and this might be the most important one, does it offer a free trial? You should never pay for a tool like this without testing it on your own traffic first.
So, I'll just leave you with this one thought. You work way too hard for that ad budget, it really truly deserves to be protected. The only question left is it actually getting the protection it needs?